Just one place and 2 points behind. Well, there have been the usual worries this week about Diego's fitness. He jarred a knee in the last home game a couple of weeks ago. Napoli do break the old maxim of never changing a winning team. A midfield player, Solar, is replaced by Carnevali, a forward, from the side which won in Rome last week. Francesco Romano, playing in the first division for the first time for 4 years after signing from Triestina, he keeps his place. Alessandro Altobelli is, as usual, the Inter captain. His coach Giovanni Trapattoni does keep his faith in an unchanged lineup. It's the same 11 which held Juventus a week ago when Altobelli struck the goal which made him the first division's leading scorer with 5. So any talk of Maradona versus Rummenigge should perhaps be Maradona versus Altobelli. It's a confrontation then of tremendous interest. Napoli, as we've said so often, they're chasing a dream. They've never won the Italian league title. Inter today playing in white shirts. Their last success was in 1980. And as always, so much is expected each season of this famous club from Milan. The referee is Claudio Pieri from Genoa, and here's Rummenigge trying to set up Fana. The pitch is very much on the wet side. It'll be a test of balance, a test of nerve. Two teams with so much technical ability. Bagni drawing the first real roar from the crowd for a neat piece of work on the left-hand side of the Napoli midfield. And Giordano away from Bergami for a moment. And cutting it back to where Bagni can compete for it again from Piracini. Romano. De Napoli. Giordano cutting in and finding the wet turf, taking some of the steam out of the shot. Walter Zenga, back from playing as an overage player in Italy's under-21s in midweek, where they lost in the championship decider on penalties to Spain. Passarella. And Romano played so well on his debut a week ago. Got some tremendous praise from Maradona. Rummenigge, who's had his injury problems this season. And the crowd giving him a Napoli greeting. Mattioli is the number 10. Ferri, who was also on under-21 duty in midweek. Carnevali given no time by Piracini, and Ferri being told to use the sweeper. Passarella. Giuseppe Baresi. Given away, or should have been given away really, by Rummenigge, because De Napoli had every right to be there first. Piracini's shot. No problems for Carella in the Napoli goal. Here's Romano. Romano again. His previous First Division club was Milan, and his ambition was there in that pass, but it was overhit. Giuseppe Bergami, such a fixture now in the Italy side. Played in 2 World Cups, he's only 22. And he scored a couple of goals in the last Italy international against Greece. Romano. Well, the crowd taking him to their hearts. It's a wonderful experience, I'm sure, to have your name chanted, as Romano was then, in this vast bowl of a stadium, where, incidentally, Napoli have had some problems in their league games this season. They've drawn 2 of the 3 home games so far, held here by Udinese, and if you were watching our programme 2 weeks ago, you'll have seen the match against Atalanta. Played off by Mandolini, played by Ferri into the stride of Altobelli, and Mattioli brought down by Maradona. Inter's form has improved as the season has progressed. They did lose on the opening day, but 6 games unbeaten since then, although they've not won an away match, and this is a difficult proposition for them. Well, Passarella on a wet top, which won't help goalkeepers. Garella with the gloves on. Is it going to be a direct shot? It is, and it wasn't very far away. Drilled by Daniel Passarella. Renica taking over from Romano. Ferri sticking close to Carnevale, and Baresi seems to have the task of staying with Maradona. That is, of course, when Napoli have the ball. Here is Baresi. Mattioli. One back by Carnevale. Romano. And Giordano, not for the first time, checking to the right for Napoli. He seemed to use an arm before the suggested foul, and the referee took a lenient view of both incidents. Romano's tackle on Altobelli. But Inter will have drawn plenty of strength from holding Juventus a week ago. Bagni, not naturally a left-sided player, but doing that role and showing imagination with the pass, which didn't quite come off. But here's Carnevale trying to drive on, and still Carnevale, free kick given. It was contact by Fana. Not of a particularly violent nature, or indeed it hardly looked intentional. Well, this is very much Maradona territory. Giordano is lurking there as well. Here goes Maradona, and there's Zenga. Not very convincingly. The goalkeeper in danger of being bamboozled by the reputation of the man. It surely wasn't a very difficult free kick to stop. But the ball is wet, and Zenga wanted to be sure to pour it away from the goal initially. Romano with the corner. Rummenigge back defending. Brought out by Fana. One back by Romano, fairly, and then by Fana. And then Maradona finds possession only as the whistle goes. The early signs certainly that Inter have come here with a containing policy, but with a partnership of Altobelli and Rummenigge, they might only need one chance if they can keep Napoli out. Romano certainly seeing a lot of the ball. Maradona seeing a lot of Baresi. Carnevale, hemmed in by the touchline and by Ferri. Altobelli. Ferri's cross, and Rummenigge trying to reach it, coming between two. You don't get a lot of sympathy playing away from home in Italy when you're a forward with a big reputation. This is Inter's 8th league game, and it's only the 5th played by Rummenigge. Ferrario saw an opportunity to gallop forward. Giordano. Saw the opportunity to take it early, but the ball was cut back behind him, and it would have been a wonderful effort to get it close. He didn't really do that. And Bergami and Passarella, defenders with great international reputations. And this is Piracini, off Bagni for an Inter corner. They play Legia Warsaw in the UEFA Cup second leg next Wednesday. A goal down from the encounter in Poland. So it's a busy time for a big club. Napoli out of Europe, of course, because of Maradona's penalty miss. Vanna. Laid off by Rummenigge, collected by Mattioli. And Mattioli, who's a master of the weighted pass, and unfortunately Mandolini couldn't twist into the cross, and that's a problem in the conditions. A slip and a slide and a fall from Renica. And that might yet be costly for Napoli. But Fana, not really with a striker's instincts to follow in then, allowing Bagni the luxury of playing it back to the goalkeeper, which he does the second time now, under less pressure. Romano. He's 26, and perhaps realising that this is his real opportunity. Maradona for Giordano, and Senga hesitated and didn't get there. The whistle's gone, a foul by Ferrara. But watch the goalkeeper here, Romano playing his part again, with the help of a mistake by Baresi, and Maradona clipping it in for Giordano, who took it as he accelerated, and the goalkeeper wasn't sure. Might not have got there even if he'd gone straight for it, but he got away with it. De Napoli. Everything at the moment coming through the Napoli number 7. Romano. Bagni, though, making a contribution with a cross that was just a little too strong. De Napoli's header. Romano saying, I'll have it here again. But sometimes Maradona believes it's his right to hold the ball, and that's what the crowd want. This time Giordano's strength that withstanding a challenge, couldn't keep the ball in play. That was brilliant. He's got Napoli inside him, and Zenga just out in the nick of time. The goalkeeper did very well then. Napoli, the player, frustrated, but it all stemmed from an impish piece of play here. Maradona outwitting Mattioli. Napoli was just loitering infield. It looked a crowded area, but it seemed that he'd forced a way through it until Zenga intervened. Rummenigge has not really got himself too much involved so far. Not been easy for him, of course, because of the way Inter are playing here. Pericini retrieving the damage he looked as though he might be causing to his side by losing possession, but then Fana losing out to Ferrara. Napoli. Maradona coming deeper and deeper to get involved. Still he got the pass away as he was flattened, and then the same fate was dished out to Carnevale. The crowd howl. It's as though it's personal pain to each and every one of the Napoli supporters when Diego is hurt. And Pericini came across with a stud or two showing. The secondary wall, the two Napoli players trying to mask the goalkeeper. Maradona the threat again, and Zenga this time hangs on. But he's limping once more. But he does, Diego Maradona, take a very philosophical view about his injuries. I once asked him during the World Cup finals how his leg was, and he said, "Fine, how is yours?" Mattioli. Put out by Renica. And you have to go through a puddle or two to retrieve the ball from the running track. The corner played short by Fana to Mattioli. And it curved out of play, then back in again. Altobelli was the target at the far post. He's quite a character, Claudio Garella. The goalkeeper who plays to the gallery. Sometimes it rebounds on him. He made a bad mistake here a couple of weeks ago to gift a goal to Atalanta. Romano. Renica trying to send it long and early. Good control from Giordano, who's made himself available well so far. Maradona is ahead of him. Nicely set up for Giordano, whose shot was blocked, and he's following in again. Well, there's a variety in the Napoli play. It doesn't always come through the number 10. And Maradona was only involved then, really right at the sharp end, after Renica's pass and Giordano's spade work. Passarella realising that the free kick had been given. Giordano was backing in and cleverly asking the defender to foul him. So Walter Zenga has a problem again. Twice Maradona has taken a shot from similar positions This, if anything, is the closest of the three. Again, Romano and Bagni act as a distraction. Reinicke hovering as well, but it's surely going to be Maradona. And it hits the post! Hit back by Romano. No way through. It was blocked by a body, the referee said, not a hand. The danger not away yet. Romano again. And Piroccini and Rummenigge playing their side out of trouble. But the stadium alive. Maradona bewitching opposition again at a free kick. The goalkeeper couldn't get near it, and then Romano followed in and blasted it back. Well, it looked like an arm in front of a body. Rummenigge. Back to him from Mattioli. It certainly has been an absorbing first half. Napoli making the running. Inter certainly not impotent on the counter-attack, although they've had few opportunities, and Maradona gets a good advantage played by the referee. Bagni is in the thick of it. Giordano is there again. And look at the number of white shirts there are back, but Giordano goes on unabashed. And that was an effort to applaud. He wasn't worried about the number of defenders around him. And Inter were perhaps a little slow to close him down and allow him to get the shot in. It was a good shot too. Fana. It's the sort of conditions that anybody who's ever played the game at any level will tell you it's tremendous fun to play on a greasy top like this, even when you're battle-hardened professionals. And Rummenigge gets the bird again. He's 31 now, Karl-Heinz. And he's had more than his fair share of bone-jarring tackles aimed at him over the years. Might be just now beginning to tell on the great West German. But Maradona is full of running, but not on that occasion to great purpose. Altobelli just buying his side some time, allowing Passarella to support him. This is Ferry. Now Bergami. Fana. Piroccini into showing that they can knock the ball around as well, given the opportunity. Piroccini. And now Rummenigge into that channel that he's exploited so often in the past. Nearly an end product this time. They were very patient, were Inter, until Piroccini released the penetrating pass. But good marking on Rummenigge by Bruscolotti. Romano. Bagni being drawn more and more infield onto his stronger foot. Oh! The goalkeeper seemed to be fumbling it in. I don't know whether he was unsighted. He might well have been. There were a lot of players between Bagni and Zenga, and he hauled it back to safety. Ferry showing what is a real quality in the Italian game. All the defenders have tremendous technique and are comfortable on the ball. Maradona. Mandolini just underlining that point I was making. Mattioli. And Fana rather caught flat-footed then. Not though Piracini. Picked off by Renica. Here's De Napoli. And that was a clever dummy on Mattioli. And plenty of power in the running too. Giordano. Well, that was a deliberate attempt to throw the defenders off their guard by letting the ball run, and there was no one coming in behind him. Obviously, Giordano didn't get a call, but it is half-time. A fascinating first 45 minutes, with Napoli leading the charge and Inter defending with some style. At half-time, it's Napoli 0, Inter 0. When these two teams met here last season, it was a goal from Diego Maradona which separated them. Maradona also scored when they played in Milan in a 1-1 draw. Bagni. Right off by Carnevale, and he's found it a little heavy going up front for Napoli. Andrea Carnevale, who was the top scorer for Udinese the last two seasons. Not really seen the best of him yet in a light blue shirt. Bruscolotti. The long-serving defender going on a run ahead of Bagni. And Carnevale trying to etch his trademark onto this game. A strong player in the air. Well, Walter Zenga was called up for Italy's international recently against Greece. Kept a clean sheet. And will be hoping, I'm sure, to be the #1 in the European Championship campaign. Well, there's a mistake by Baresi. Maradona. And a little bit of hard work that Mattioli put in there. Rummenigge's offside, but Inter had just started the second half a little bit sloppily. And Mattioli trying to give some example to the defenders that almost made a costly mistake a moment or two earlier. Passarella kicking the ball away. Fernando De Napoli, you're beginning to recognise him now, I'm sure, after his World Cup contribution. He came to Mexico very much an unknown. Maradona, and Zenga judged it well. Just a little nudge by Carnevale. It is very hard for any team, however good, to continue to attack for the entire 90 minutes. Napoli certainly had by far the majority of the first half, and their crowd are perhaps just a little bit disappointed that Inter are getting a share of possession here. Piracini's shot. But it might suit Napoli to draw Inter out, give them some room to break into. Sent long by Renica, and Giordano unable to meet it this time. Fana. by Ferrara. Romano. Baresi dogs Maradona's steps again, and Ferrara might get this back across. He's got a corner off Passarella, Fana slipping. And that wasn't appreciated too much by Daniel Passarella, I don't think. Zenga alert. Ferrario, it might drop for him again. Well, there were three waiting in the middle who made gestures of disappointment, but in fact they were considerably outnumbered. But Ferrario will be disappointed he didn't get it actually on the target. Mattioli nicely inside for Fana. But Rummenigge is not really making any sort of runs towards the near post or checking out towards the far post to help those who are playing in the crosses. Giordano. Romano wanted it played early, it didn't come. Out by Bergami. Napoli obviously concerned about Inter's ability on the counter-attack. Rummenigge making himself available this time. Piraccini. And Ferri harassed by Carnevali and then by De Napoli, but very skillfully indeed finding a solution to his puzzle. And help from Altobelli. Rummenigge, and Fana is allowed to go on. Altobelli going to the near post, and Rummenigge turned away in frustration again. And here come Napoli. Bergami finding a back pass. Well, that looked offside to me, but Fana got there. Now look at Altobelli work to make a position, the number 9, whereas Rummenigge rather just stands there. If he'd pulled out a little bit, as Altobelli went towards the near post, the header would have been on. And Rummenigge departs for another old battle-hardened veteran. Old only in the football sense, I suppose. At 32, Marco Tardelli has seen his best years, but he's just the sort of man you'd want to come on and stiffen your midfield when you're looking to get a draw away from home against a team which includes Diego Maradona. And at the same time, Napoli take off Bruscolotti and bring on Luciano Sola, the player who was left out from last week. The two substitutions 20 minutes into the second half. Bergami. Well, you can certainly detect some discontent in this vast crowd from the Napoli fans. It's not perhaps so much the problems here, but it's seeing them again in relation to a couple of other frustrating performances at home already this season. But it's a fact of life when you're really now amongst the glamour teams in the most glamorous league in the world, that very few clubs are going to come here and actually try and take the game by the scruff of the neck and perhaps leave Maradona to run the show. Altobelli. Well, there you are, the top scorer in the league being forced back only 30 yards from his own goal. That tells a tale, and so too does that. Passarella, two volatile characters here. And Bagni, who's already been sent off once this season, being sensibly controlled by his teammates. He was the innocent party in the original episode. He was cut down by Passarella. Napoli still seeking the breakthrough, and Ferry was tugging away then at Carnevale. Is it a penalty? It's a free kick against Carnevale. Certainly worth another look. They were pushing at each other from the moment the free kick was taken, and although the last tug was by Ferry, perhaps the first was by the Napoli forward. Mattioli. Inter still penned back in their own half. De Napoli blocked by Baresi. Now Maradona. And diverted away by Ferry from Carnevale. Romano to take the corner. Carnevale the target. And Passarella, who's made a career out of the spring heel jump in his legs. A stamper to get the ball back quickly. Bagni right in front of the goalkeeper. Ferrario is there as well, and Zenga doesn't fist it very far back from Carnevale, and wide. That was at least three-quarters of a chance, although he had to steer it over a mass of bodies. He couldn't steer it anywhere near straight. Altobelli. It's still unable Inter to cross the halfway line. What's Maradona got for us this time? Nothing. And that wasn't really exclusively his fault, because he played the ball into an area where he had every right to expect a teammate to be. The two of them were operating in a different language. Ferrario's header. Inter hanging on here. Mandolini. Ferri, who's had a splendid match. Carnevale. And a very composed piece of play by Tardelli. And Bergami linking up, Piracini ahead of him. Altobelli poised in the middle, and Tardelli. He'd started it. He was entitled to try and finish it. He covered the length of the field. Romano. Renica pumps it forward again, and Carnevale's jump was a clumsy one. Baresi can use up a little bit more time. this season, Inter have drawn at Udinese. They've drawn, which was technically their away game against Milan in the Milan derby. And of course they've drawn, as we've been saying, with Juventus. Well, this would be an excellent result for them, even if the crowd haven't appreciated the style in which it's been achieved. The referee looking at his watch again. And there is the final whistle. So Napoli have faltered on their own terrain again, held by Inter, who came here to defend and aren't really being appreciated at the last by the crowd. Frustration for Bianchi, the coach, and for Diego Maradona. It's Napoli 0, Inter 0.